start.
Yeah. Uh, Myself, Shashank. Uh, I would like to take like 3 to 5 minutes of your time. To present the topic about process design of case study. So, we have a group of 4 members: Sandeep, Rajveer, and Deepu, Dinka. And so far, I would like to begin a quick start. So, I like to pick, like from the case study. I have picked up like few key points. The Ballarat dentistry provides the 3 types of dental treatments. General dental treatment and orthodontics and cosmetic dental treatments. So I would like to say the PPT about this thing. So I'd like to begin the introduction. Uh, in the introduction, there are the various ways and business process can be explained in the proper to us and to the point, and it is a possible by using various business process modeling techniques. And here the case study Ballarat density given a basis of case study like designed using business process modeling, and how dental treatments is going on. Like it's gonna be take like 30 minutes and 45 minutes, like 1 hour 30 minutes. So they have been researched like how this treatment is going on. Next, coming to next slide. Uh, the business parts can be shown below. What are the requirements to be done to the for the customer? Main thing, first of all, business idea, business design, and business relating planning. Without these three, we can't do anything. And second point, to be connected to the presenting systems and physical product manufacturing and business process approval. Without the approval, we can't do anything, such as debugging, testing, and relating approval. Uh, and installation process, after this all been done, installation process and process of continuous maintenance. Coming to next slide. So, how the model of for process categorization? It's going to be Ballard dense tree have like four parts, like divided the four parts, like general dental and orthodontic and cosmetic dentistry and X-ray. So coming to next slide, my friend Rajveer going to be explain like next slide.
Hello everyone, I'm going to discuss about the capability maturity model. This model just tell the level of the maturity of the processes. As in the level first, that is the initial model. At this level, the processes are not controlled properly and also very unpredictable, that we do not know the results that they'll provide to us. And the next level is managed. At this level, the processes are categorized for projects and also react to the stimulus. In this stage, they just react to the stimulus but do not provide a solution to control that situation that is arising. The next level is the third defined level. At this level, the process is it's more mature than the previous given levels. At this process is categorized for the business, and at this stage it control the situation rather than just reacting on it. And the next level is quantitatively managed. At this level, there is more maturity, as at this processes are well controlled and measured, like they are examined about their control. The topmost level is optimizing. At this level, the main aim is to improve the processes. As we see in the case study, if we relate it to the case study, the main purpose of this capability maturity model is to improve the processes by following these capability maturity models. The next thing that I'm going to explain is case function matrix. As the matrix, if we talk in general terms, it is a combination of rows and columns. And in this case function matrix, it is just to show the case types. Like case types are just like service types and customer type. As we if we talk about the case study, there are service type like general dental is a service, orthodontic and the cosmetic dentistry, these are the services that are provided, and the customer types are ongoing customers and the new customers. And there are like business functions also that and these case types and function types are arranged in the form of matrix, like in the row and column form. And the business functions in this case study are comprehensive exams that are taken for the new patients, as well as for the patients that have took that exam before 3 years or more. And the other business functions are providing full findings and initial and follow-up treatments, x-rays, maintenance treatment. And the next thing is process model for ongoing orthodontic and cosmetic patient. Here we see a model, a simple model where the process starts as like the patient apply for initial treatment session by the orthodontist, and this session is of 2 hours. And then they check whether the patient is ongoing orthodontist and cosmetic patient. If the statement is true, like if it's the ongoing orthodontic and cosmetic patient, then it receives the initial treatment by orthodontist. Otherwise, uh, like it will not receive this initial treatment. And the next model explains about the like the patient that need x-rays. If the patient is general dental patient, then he'll get x-ray on site. Otherwise, he has to visit somewhere else to get the x-ray. So that's my part. The next slide will be discussed by Sandeep.
Hi guys, today I'm going to explain the process model for all new and ongoing general dental patients. As you can see here in the diagram, we have a two event, one is start event and event. So firstly, the first activity is that when the patient arrive at the dentist medical center, we will check that the patient who is applying for the treatment is the new patient or ongoing patient. If he or she will be the new patients, then the condition will be true, so the comprehensive test will be conducted, and next step is to end the process. And if the patient is not a new patient, then we will check that does the patient have any comprehensive treatment before 3 years ago or more. If yes, then it will go for a comprehensive test and end the process. Otherwise, it's directly end the process. This business process model diagram shows the various activities involved in such as comprehensive exam, as you can see here, done at the dentistry for all the new patients and the ongoing general dental patients who gave this exam 3 years before or not. As we have read the case study, we come to know about, as it is shown here, that when patient arrive first, we need to explain the we will check that the patient is a new or a old one. So because there we need to conduct different activities depend on the patient, like it's a journal patient or a new patient or a cosmetic surgery or orthodontic patients. So now I'll move forward for this other slide. So here I have to explain the seven PMG discussion guidelines for a general dental. Uh, the seven process modeling guidelines are here. It means that we build a process model from scratch for improving the existing process model. Which does it means? So first guideline means that we have to divide the our process in such a small element which can be easily understand. So as here it is required to divide a big process into small parts so that it can be easily handled or understand. So when the patient arrived at the dentist, so we will check whether which type of test he will need, like depend on the whether the patient is a new or ongoing. So it will divide the percent in small category like new patient and the ongoing patient. A second guideline is to minimize the routing path per element. So we will identify the treatment type, like which type of treatment the patient needs depending on his or her condition. Third step is we will define the starting and the end point of the process. What will be the our starting and what will be the our ending point. So here we will check the starting point of the starting point will be the starting of the treatment, and completion point is the completion of the treatment, the test which will be conducted during the treatment. So fourth guideline is to model the structure as possible. So we will check the issue, what's the problem. Yeah, that's it. So a model is divided into short part, and we will check what's the problem exactly. So now I moved forward to the fifth guideline, which is next slide. So for this, it means we have to avoid the O routing element, which is our fifth guideline. So we will check the fail process that can be avoided, like the things which are not needed. We will remove that once, and we will use only the logical one, which is mm, the need of the time, depending on the condition of the patient. Like it is shown in the case study, like will he or she will have any teeth decay or cavities or something else. So it depend on that one. So next, sixth step is to specify the levels. So we will use the verb object activity levels for this. So we will specify the levels, and notification related to these processes are generated, like uh, um, what treatment he will need, like process of cleaning camp failed, or whether doctor permitted him to do that or not. So seventh step, which is directly related to first one, decompose the model if it is more than 50 elements. Like if it's still too big, we will again decompose the process so that we will get with the best result and improve our model. And in this case study, we will check whether what we are doing with the patients is good, bring a good result or not, so that we can improve our treatment in the next step, or check whether this treatment is good for the patient, or is it worth for him or her or not. So we will check that, then move forward. Thanks. Now, next slide, Deepu will explain.
Hi everyone. Thanks, Sandeep, for handing over this to me. So, guys, yeah, I'll be discussing about the 7 process modeling guidelines for orthodontic and cosmetic patients, and I'll be also relating every guideline to the case study. So, for the first guideline says to minimize the routing paths per element. To complete the task, so here, to complete the task in a pre-designed schedule, the time is ready for treatment and the session in the clinic. The understanding and big process can be hard for the model, and that can be a break too small. So which means, so here, when I relate to the case study, all the ongoing patients are going to receive an initial treatment treatment session in the clinic. And when it comes to the second guidelines, process element can be found out with the degree and the schedule of orthodontic and cosmetic in clinic. So as we know, the guideline 2 says to minimize the routing paths. So in here, to minimize this process, all the ongoing patients are being given a schedule as the session is only for 2 hours. And coming to the third one, for running the process finally, first decide the starting and the end point. So as we all know, like there will be a starting point. There has to be a starting and the end point for every process or an activity which happens. So same thing happens over here as well in the as the patients are being treated, they have treatment sessions that which will be only for 2 hours. They have to schedule which is going to be the start and the end. So jumping on to the next slide, that is for fourth guideline, the process of the module can be cut in short blocks, and the problems related to the connector process can be founded. So fourth guideline says that model as structured as possible. So the cause for the problems have been identified during this the whole session, like the fixing crowded, overlapping teeth, and so on, which are caused by tooth decay, accident, or generic. So these are the connectors. Connectors are nothing but where you will find the defects or and problems or issues. So this is the guideline which talks about the the cuts in the short blocks and the connectors and things like that in this process. And the fifth guideline, you should avoid the process of fail with the logical operator and extra concept to process completed within the schedule for orthodontic and cosmetic. So here as per guideline 5, it says that to avoid OR routing elements. So when we see this, so we have to avoid when I relate to the case again. So it says that to avoid the failing process, the patient should have follow-up treatment appointments. So this is what it says, when I relate to the case study. And the sixth guideline, the specific label and the notifications related to the process, and also sent a notification if the process of cleaning CAM failed within the permissible time to the doctor. So you all know, use verb object activity labels. So this explains that all ongoing orthodontic and cosmetic patients receive maintenance care by the orthodontist, who is which is a bi-monthly checkup. So everyone needs a bi-month. So every patient has as a checkup for twice in a month. So that is a follow-up they have to follow as per the here there are also verb and also object. Object, it can be a person or a thing. So the patients are the persons who has to follow up the so verb is an action. They have to follow the action, the follow-up treatments, appointment. And the seventh one is here, model can be cut into various elements that are possible and problem findings and best results improve the model. So seventh guideline says that decompose the model if it has more than 50 elements. So here in order to we have to cut in short if the elements are in the sense that if the activity, if the task are more than 50, so we have to cut in short. So to make the whole process to minimize or to cut in short, for everybody to understand and make it easy to everybody to understand. So, and the conclusion part I come up with, and to conclude the business process modeling. So here, to understand, to examine, and to improve the present business operations, the most easiest techniques what we can use are the business process modeling techniques, which are best and to get maximum profits, as we are able to categorize business process by using process categorization model. Here we are using process categorization model in order to categorize business processes. And the capability of maturity model is we also use to check the level of maturity of the process. And when it comes to the case function matrix, they're also they are explained in the form of rows and columns. and the overall motive is to improve business operations to provide value to business and customers. So the service what all they have given is to improve their business operation and give value to their business and also to the customers. So here I conclude with the PPT, and thank you so much.